Yo, what's up? What's up? What's good? That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. But hey, let him say something like that about Islam or Hinduism or Buddhism, and the whole world come crashing down on him. The whole world will come crashing down on him if he says something like that about Islam or Buddhism or Hinduism or whatever the case may be. But the world don't care if he said that about the Son of God, Jesus. Nobody cares if he said that about Jesus. But they would if he said that about Muhammad. Just goes to show you. It goes to show who the real God is. What the real. I don't even like saying this term, but the real religion is. You know. Just goes to show. He said that you would be hated for my name's sake because I was already hated first. And what are people? What do people hate? What do people hate? Christians. I don't even like using the word Christians. They hate Jesus. They hate God. They hate people who follow Him. I mean, He said it was all going to happen. So, can you really be surprised about it? No. Not really, man. It's crazy how a book from, you know, thousands of years ago can hold so much knowledge and so much game today than any other human being on this planet. Isn't that crazy? I got the hiccups again, man. But we're gonna go ahead and get on with this, man. It seems like it's going to be a private episode, you know, private lessons. But hey, that's cool, you know. I don't mind private or public. It don't matter to me, you know. We still do it the way we do it, and we get it on. We get it on. We get it on. We get it on. So with that being said, man. Oh, great. I gotta pull this up again. My bad, y'all. Give me a minute. My stuff just crashed. Let me see. Jesus said that nothing in this world is permanent, but His words will never pass away. And we're going to read this out of Luke chapter 21, verse 33. He says, "Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away." You know, when you read the book, when you read the Bible, you listen to what He's saying, and you listen to what His apostles are saying, His disciples, whatever you want to call them, they still hold so much value today. They still hold so much gain today. And my bad, y'all, if y'all can hear the background noise, it's the neighbors out there. But, you know, He wasn't lying when He said my words will never pass away. Because when you read them today, you're just like, dang, dude. Like, you can just feel it when you read His words. He said, "But watch yourselves, lest your hearts be weighed down with dissipation and drunkenness, and cares of this life, and that day come upon you suddenly like a trap. For it will come upon all who dwell on the face of the whole earth. But stay awake at all times, praying that you may have strength to escape all these things that are going to take place, and to stand before the Son of Man." What is he talking about here? He is referring to the end. Watch yourself, lest your hearts be weighed down with dissipation and drunkenness, cares of this life, and that day will come upon you suddenly like a trap. He's talking about whenever He comes, you know, to get His people back, you know, the rapture, and you know, honestly, I don't even know if there will be a rapture or not. Could be wrong. But, He's talking about when the end comes and judgment befalls the earth, when God pours out His wrath on the earth for Satan and his enemies. Satan and his angel, I guess you could say. Um, yeah, he's saying be careful that you don't fall asleep spiritually. You know, too many people are spiritually asleep these days. He's saying be careful that you don't spiritually fall asleep, that you stay awake, unless that day come upon you like a trap. Because it will come upon you like a trap if you don't pay attention, if you don't watch the signs. And it's easy to fall asleep. It is. I've fallen asleep many times. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit here and say that I never fell asleep. I have. You know, we all do eventually at some point. You just gotta wake back up before it's too late, you know. It's easy to succumb to the ways of the flesh. And it's hard to find your way back to the spirit. But if there's something that you really want to do, really need to do, you'll find a way to do it. You will find a way to do it. You know, another thing that was interesting, I'm going to go back a little bit. This was just before he said that his words will never pass away. He says, look at the fig tree and all the trees. As soon as they come out in leaf, you see for yourselves and know that the summer is already near. So also when you see these things taking place, you know that the kingdom of God is near. Truly I say to you, this generation will not pass away until all has taken place. So, what is a generation to him, to Jesus, to God? What is a generation in their eyes? That's a very good question. Because he says this generation will never pass away, will not pass away until all this has taken place. How long is a generation in their eyes, in the heavenly realms? It's a very good question. You know, Moses said that a day here on earth is as of 1,000 years in heaven, in the sight of the Lord. So with that being said, how long is the generation that he's talking about? Makes you wonder. Is a generation to them in the heavenly realms like 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days? Makes you question. You know, it's interesting how time works differently here than it does outside of here. A day here is as of 1,000 years in the sight of the Lord. That's why they say that the Lord neither sleeps nor slumbers. He neither sleeps nor slumbers. You know, the way I think of it is that he made time within time. So we all know that there's time in the heavenly realms, but it's a different kind of time, right? He made time here within the time in the heavenly realms. He just made it differently. He wired the gears differently. You know, he made time within the time. It's interesting when you think of it like that. But yeah, man, it's something, honestly, you know, this verse 33 in Luke chapter 21 we just read, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. That, I don't know about y'all, but it helps to keep me going when things happen in life, you know. When something happens, whether it be somebody leave my life, somebody passes away or whatever, somebody walks out, you know, I remember these words. And then it's like nothing in this world is permanent. You know? The only thing that is permanent is his words. So whenever you guys find just something that happens to y'all, you know, somebody leaves your life or whatever, something happens, whatever the case may be, just think of these words. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. I promise you, it'll make it easier. I'm not saying it'll take all of the frustration and the pain away, but definitely makes it easier, I tell you that. It makes it easier to keep going. When people doubt you, when people put you down, say you can't do this, you can't do that, you'll never do this, you'll never do that, or when somebody leaves, or something happens, maybe to your car or your house or whatever, just understand that nothing is meant to be forever. That's what helps me get through it. Understanding that nothing is meant to be forever. I don't know how y'all get through it, but that's how I get through it. You know. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the topic right there. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. I definitely did. With that being said, I'm gonna give y'all about 30 seconds to say whatever it is that you need to say. You know, say what you need to say, and then we'll go ahead and get up on out of here and get on with the next episode of the night, man. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed watching me eat a watermelon slice. They're pretty good. But I'm going to get up on out of here and get on with the next episode. Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else that y'all know, man. To all my new people out there, tap the follow and the bell button, tap the subscribe button as well so you guys can stay tapped and tuned in. I can't speak, I'm stuttering like a snake. But yeah, I'll be right back with the next episode. Deuces.